Hello YouTube, this is Financial Ben with the financialsurvivalist.com. Just checking in because we're starting the chain link fences. So my buddy Andy
Hi.
And his daughter Marina, his son Chase, who is featured in the review of the veranda gate kit, is also around the corner. But Andy's helping me. Basically, we've rolled out this chain link fence all the way to the other end. We put in this tension bar right there, and we're gonna pick it up and attach it to these little tension loops right here, and hopefully there'll be enough slack to later attach it to the vinyl fence up there. So we attached this tension bar to some tension clamps, I guess that's what they're called. I don't know what they're called. Now we're gonna slowly pull the tension one section by one section, and hopefully we'll be able to give it enough tension in order to keep it up, because in the end you're supposed to use a chain fence tension puller, chain fence puller, I think it's called, something like that. It's basically a come along to pull it tight, but as you can see, it's barely standing up right now, so we got to pull it tight somehow and get it to stay up part way at least. So we'll do one little tie at the top of each post, and then if we need to loosen those ties later, we can. And then once we get it to come along and pull it super tight, we'll tie it to the posts for the final time. We've successfully pulled the fence pretty tightly. We secured it. We ended up securing it with just the tie right there on the top rail, about one every section, which is about 10 feet, and then we pulled it tight with a come along and a tension bar over there, and then we individually or together pulled it each section tight as we could. That gave us some more tension, tightened the come along again. Then we put ties. We did one tie or two ties on the top rail each section, and two ties on each post. I don't know if you can see that, but it is looking like a pretty good fence at this point. Now all we have left is we need to undo the come along and attach this tension bar right there to the post behind there. We got the tension off, and then we pulled the tension again. It was really hard to, once we released the tension, to get the tension tight enough to get this tension bar to the post. But the fence is pretty taut, and we put in ties for the last part of the fence, and I'm actually really excited to have my backyard fenced in again. Ever since we took down these fences, I just feel like I don't have a backyard. Like, anyone could walk in, anyone from the high school could see my backyard. But yeah, so I really appreciate Andy's help, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about how I did anything, I'm not a professional, but feel free to check down in the comments, put your question there, and I'll respond. Thanks again. This is Financial Ben from financialsurvivalist.com.